I'm on the hair channel and I have my hair in an updo claw clip. And I just haven't been live as much on either of my channels lately just because life got really busy. I'm not like one of those YouTubers who's like, oh, I'm just not going to be on YouTube anymore because I'm so busy in life and I have these mysterious reasons that I'm busy. I mean, I don't tell YouTube everything, but yeah, some of that's just not really my style. But I think that's more like the curated YouTubers. They very much, I feel like they make videos that are almost like movies, and I do make some edited videos here and there, but then when they step back, they're like, oh no, I can't be on YouTube. So I do need to make more of a concerted effort to go live on both my channels, California Mountain Art and Live, and here. I just have not been as busy because of things I'm trying to do to help my sister. So yeah, right now at this point in my life, I just feel like nobody like supports me in that. And I've made a decision on myself, like where I live currently right now, she can't live with me, but I'm not going to give up on somebody. Like technically she's homeless and she's not accepting certain kinds of help she could accept, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to stop doing somebody's laundry and I'm going to stop bringing them food to eat. Like, that's ridiculous. I'm not going to let someone suffer. And I've had some of my family members, just because she can be mean and irate, she has some mental health issues, they're like, they don't want to help her. They've cut her off. They're like, oh, she needs to go find help herself. But the thing is, yes, I know she says there's nothing wrong with her, but I'm not going to abandon her because there's definitely something wrong with her and she won't go get help. Like if I stop bringing her clean clothes, if I stop giving her food to eat, she would lose more weight. And I'm not going to do that to somebody who, like, she's okay right now because of what I'm doing for her, but it could have been bad. And I'm not going to do that. But it just led me to realize at the end of the day that so many people are willing to write off people when they have some sort of health crisis, emotional well-being crisis, mental health crisis, and they'll write them off because they're more interested in their own individual like preservation. And that's fine. People should do that, but I don't agree with it, and I'm kind of over it. Like, last 2 years taught me that the whole people always talking about themselves, the whole rugged individualism thing, it's just kind of selfish, and it's not something to be proud of, to be honest. I'm not saying you shouldn't be proud of yourself as an individual, but there's just something wrong when people completely write somebody off, and I'm not going to do that. And there have been a lot of days that I was frustrated with her, and she did do a lot of things that like damage property and just saying things to people. But at the end of the day, she has a mental health issue and she can't live with me anymore. I mean, I've thought about moving somewhere else, but I live in California and you have to have a large amount of funds to do that, and I can't just up and move like that. So I do what I can for her. I want her to make a better choice where she could live somewhere, you know, in like a shelter type group home situation. She doesn't want to do that. I keep encouraging her, but all I can do is keep encouraging her and bringing her food to eat, and I will keep doing her laundry. And I don't know, when my sister the other day just told me, oh, don't do her laundry anymore, it just made me think, okay, there are a lot of men where women do things for them, like do their laundry, clean for them, cook for them. But statistically speaking, women, especially single women and then women with mental health issues, they tend to be more disadvantaged because they make less money, or they might not have a social safety net. And my sister's lucky that she has me, so I'm going to continue to help her. And I do not respect the people that keep telling me that I should just let her go and cut her off. No, I'm going to try and keep getting her help. I don't respect those people at all. And I hate to say it, like, especially when it's your own family and they're the ones that are like promoting that. I'm like, no, get over yourselves. And it's tied to because a father or a sibling's boyfriend would find that inconvenient. But I see what women do for them, like cook, clean, emotionally support them. So here is somebody that's unhoused, who has mental health issues, and yes, she doesn't want to accept help. But they told me, well, just stop doing her laundry, stop bringing her food, and in 3 days, she'll just go and magically go get help. This is not true. This is not true at all. My mom sees it to some degree. Like, my mom's like, yeah, she won't. So yeah, I'm a little exhausted, but I'm going to keep bringing her food, and I will keep washing her clothes because I think she goes somewhere to shower. But yeah, because honestly, I'm not going to let somebody suffer just because they're not making a good mental health choice. Like, I still want her to go be in this group home situation. I keep talking to her about it every day. I know she's very obstinate about it. Sometimes she agrees, but one day she sat in 110-degree heat. So she's not going to just like magically snap and be like, oh yeah, I'm going to go get help and I'm going to go. So yeah, I've just been busy and I love to do hair and self-care, but I just haven't been doing as many hair videos just because, I don't know, taking care of her takes up a lot of my time. But even family members just tell me to give up on her because they gave up on her and they think she will magically snap out of it. But she's getting worse and she's not going to magically snap out of it. She does have some like cognitive awareness, like she remembers shows and books she read and certain historical events and things like that. And her vocabulary seems to be intact. But yeah, she's schizophrenic. And schizophrenia is something that I've been learning so much about over the last few years. Like, dealing with a schizophrenic person is very disconcerting, especially when during 2020 she kept making like 911 calls saying that people were sending lasers over the wall and just all the grief she caused me. And she did beat up my house one time. Final reason she couldn't live with me was she was just fighting with my neighbors every day when I went to work. And yeah, she couldn't live there anymore. She can't live with my parents anymore. But I'm at the point in my life, if I had a larger income, I would find a place for her to live with me and just keep her more isolated so that she wouldn't be around people. Because I've realized, even though I want her to try and go be in like a group home situation, at the end of the day, other people don't want to help your family member if you're not willing to double down and do it yourself, because other people are not invested in helping you or a family member the way that you would be. So I do believe that charity begins at home, and my life's purpose right now, I still love long hair. I'm still into it. I just don't have as much time to spend on it because I've been dealing with this. Oh, this tree is so beautiful. I love this pink tree with the pink flowers. I'll have to look up its name later. But anyhow, let me talk a little bit more about hair. So yeah, I've never been a fan of the term benign neglect, but I still take good care of my hair. I still comb it out very gently. I posted a few videos last week of hairdos I did, but I actually went like 3 days and I wore my hair loose and I didn't comb out my hair. But guess what happened? Like, I've been using Dollar Tree detanglers. They're amazing, okay? The ones with amidimethicone, the personal care brand, love that stuff, Chef's Kiss. And I also have been using a little bit of my I think Garnier leave-in conditioner that has amidimethicone. So when I wash my hair, I double wash. I went 3 weeks without washing my hair, but when I take showers, I always let the shower hit my roots. And I have like a bottle of the detangling spray that is empty, so I just fill it up with water. And sometimes if I feel like I didn't get enough water in my roots, like I'll just spray my roots a bit. And then I use detangling spray and oil to like comb out my hair. And I haven't, like today, it was so amazing because I used so much conditioner. I used like a boatload of conditioner on my hair. Like I double washed, but I used like 3 different kinds of conditioner and I used a ton. And I don't, like I used to feel like, oh my gosh, should I feel guilty? Like I did videos, hair washing videos in the past. I used 3 times as much conditioner as that, but it was amazing. And then I just saturated my hair in leave-in conditioners. And my hair detangled like a dream. So all these people who say you should like be more skimpy with conditioner use and you shouldn't use leave-in conditioners with dimethicone, if you have wavy or curly hair, don't listen to them. Okay? That talk is for people that have straight hair, that are afraid that leave-in conditioner and oil or dimethicone might weigh their hair down. But even people with straight hair use dimethicone, which is basically a silicone. Silicones are not plastic, they're polymers. I've been like learning more about that. All the fear on silicones is silly. Like silicones are good for your hair. And my hair grew, I think, like, I don't know. I trimmed my hair in June, but I almost feel like, because I ended up trimming off 2 inches off my hair, and I could be wrong, but my hair, when I took it down to wash it this morning, it almost felt like it was longer than it was in June when I trimmed it. So, yeah, I love dimethicone. And when I tried kind of getting away from using conditioners that do not have silicones in them, my hair just got tangly. I'm not going to do that to myself. I'm going to use dimethicones, leave-in conditioners. Dollar Tree detanglers, they're top-notch, chef's kiss. Use them. And I'm not like a big fan of the term benign neglect when it comes to hair, but I do think like if you go a couple days without like combing out your hair and you leave it in a braid, and even if you take it down for one day, which is something I used to dread doing, but now like if I wash my hair like after that and use leave-in conditioners with dimethicone, they work very well. I highly recommend it. Thanks for watching.